Hello and welcome to the Growing Green podcast. Your host, Jeremiah Jennings, is the owner of Growing Green Landscapes in Birmingham, Alabama, and has a passion for growing the entrepreneurship community for those who are young in business. Being a business owner isn't easy, especially in the early years, and that's why in this show we dive into a wide range of topics covering all the challenges small business owners deal with. Even if your company is generating $1 million or more, the stories from our great guest and Jeremiah's own firsthand experiences will propel your business forward. And now, here's your host, Jeremiah Jennings.
What's going on, everybody? Thank you so much for tuning in to another episode today here on the Growing Green podcast. This is your host, Jeremiah Jennings, and I am so excited to be coming to you today with another fresh new episode for your Friday. I hope everybody is doing well and you have had a good week up to this point. If you're listening in real time, heading into the weekend strong. Maybe you got some mowing to do. Maybe you got to catch up from some rain, or maybe you're not having any rain at all and you're just trying to keep up with some weeding and things. I was actually watching Jared Krause's stories, JC's Lawn Tips on Instagram, and he was saying that he's had no rain up in Wisconsin, and he pulled weeds for like 6 hours straight on Thursday or Wednesday or Thursday of this week, and so I did not feel bad for him. I hate pulling weeds. I despise it. It's it's very profitable. It's just all labor. There's no real overhead or anything like that. It's just sitting there hand pulling weeds, but I can't stand it. I despise it. So feel bad for him. But whatever you're doing, I hope you're doing it well. Hope you're doing it fantastic. Hope you're doing it with a good attitude. It's hard to keep a good attitude sometimes, especially when you have weeks and months like we've had recently, but life is good. Business is good for real. We're very blessed to be where we're at. If you're new to the show, thanks for tuning in. I am Jeremiah Jennings. We are the Growing Green podcast. We are just a place for not long. I said young. I was mixed young and lawn. Lawn owners, lawn business owners, green industry business owners, young entrepreneurs, all come to this one little place and show we call the Growing Green podcast. And we just tune in and listen, and we share things together. We share our wins, our losses, our struggles, our goods, our bads, and everything in between. And this is where we come and air it all out. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 3 shows a week without fail. These shows come out to you. We do some re-releases from time to time of some older shows that I feel like have enough value to be re-released again at a new date down the road from when they were first released, because I believe that everybody doesn't listen to every episode, and even if you did listen to it, you can always find something new. You can pull something new from it again. It's like reading a book. You read a book 3, 4, 5, 6 times before you really figure out, get down to the nitty gritty of it, and you can still find stuff even after that if you really put forth the effort. So that is why we do some of our re-release shows. Our Marriage Mondays are a show where me and Savannah come on. And my wife, Savannah, she is a registered RN. She is a registered nurse and RN here in the state of Alabama. She's a pediatric nurse, and she loves that. But she is more recently coming into some of our business ventures full-time, or not full-time, but a little more than she has been. And so that's awesome. We're going to be talking about that here soon. I'm talking some more on that. Stay tuned for the Marriage Mondays coming up, talking about those things. But anyway, we got Brighter Bins that we're starting. It is a trash bin cleaning company. We are about 2 to 3 weeks out from production in that. I know I've said that a couple times now, but we had a few delays, so we kind of got pushed back. But waiting on one thing to come in the mail, and then picking up pressure washer, plumbing trailer, and we are good to go. So we'll take you along with that. Probably start some other socials. We'll announce all that when the time comes for that, just in case you want to see more about trash bin cleaning. But really what we're here for is to help the young business owner, the guy who's maybe you're 30, 40, 50 years old, but you're younger in business. You're still figuring out the early days, the early stages. That's how I want to help you, because we're still in those stages. We're in year 5 now. We're just now getting to that point where it's like business is really truly established in the community. We're starting to, like, our name and likeness is out there, and people really know who we are. And so we have pretty decent amount of consistent leads coming in and things like that. We're trying to become really profitable this year and next year. We're growing, we're learning, and we're just trying to take you along with us. That's what we do here on the show. So It is an honor to get to come to you and do this, because without you listening, the show wouldn't be possible. But you know who else makes the show possible? It is our sponsors. And so we want to say thank you to Brian and Launchpreneur Academy for partnering with us for today's show. It is an honor to come on and talk about all the great things going on over there at Launchpreneur Academy. Launchpreneur Academy Live is coming up in Novi, Michigan in November. And I tell you what, I got to correct. I think I said the wrong date the other day. I heard somebody else. I think I heard Paul Jameson say the 13th. So I said the 13th. It's not the 13th, though. It's the 11th, November the 11th, Novi, Michigan. We look forward to seeing everybody there. I can't wait to hang out with everybody. So go get your tickets, launchpreneuracademy.com, and come to one of the best live events in the industry. So what I want to hop into today is I actually want to talk about the importance of buying good equipment. I almost said new, but I shouldn't say new. The importance of buying good equipment. And this is something that it's not really talked about too much, but everybody likes equipment talk. We haven't had an equipment talk show here in a while. So really quickly, really quickly, let's run through what we have, what our setup is right now. Just in case any of you don't know what we do, we are mainly a lawn maintenance company. We have recently got into landscaping a little bit more this year. We've done some pretty decent sized jobs. We're trying to get one finished up right now that we'll hit on. Probably give an update on that in just a minute. But this won't be a short show. I mean, this will not be a long show. This will be a shorter show today. Just talk some equipment and things, and then we'll let you go and get on with your day. So we just thank you for tuning in and spending 15, 20 minutes with us this morning or evening or whenever it is. But anyway, equipment talk. Why should you buy good equipment? The importance of buying good equipment. What does it do for you and your business? So a lot of different bullet points. I haven't even written anything down. These are just kind of all in my head. And first thing comes to mind, it makes team morale better. Everyone loves being able to just pick up a piece of equipment, pull the pull cord, starting cord, and it just fires up first or second try. Like that's just amazing. Everyone loves that. So we'll come back to bullet points in a minute. I forgot I'm already on another rabbit trail. Our setup. What is our setup for Growing Green Landscapes? We run John Deere Z930Ms, and we have a 60-inch and a 54-inch. Both of those have twills on them, which are the airless tires. Tractus, if you're Exmark people, that's their version. Twills are the Michelin version, and so that's what Deere puts on theirs, and so they are fantastic. I will never, ever willingly have a set of air tires again, set of standard air-filled tires. That will not be a way that we go. I just can't imagine running those every single day. Like, I never worry about having to check my air pressure. The deck never cuts it, even because of uneven tires. I can run over whatever. We work around a lot of new construction a lot of times. So roofing nails for 2x4s, plywood, like everything you can see and think of, there's out there for us to hit and run over. We can run over that all we want to, broken glass, whatever it is, and it does not affect us at all. So it is something that I really couldn't live without, those twill tires. I don't ever plan on running a business without those. So that's our mowing setup. We run all still handheld equipment as of today, this podcast. That might be changing in the future. We'll see. But that's what we're running right now. We have a plethora. I think we have 2 or 3 FS94Rs. That is our go-to trimmer for just a standard HOA property, like a neighborhood yard. Nothing that's too crazy, too tall, too thick, anything like that. But that's kind of our go-to. It's great. It's lightweight. It is just super easy. It's nimble. It's easy to get in tight areas with. It's not very heavy. That's the thing. That's a big thing. We do a lot of hills here, and we have a lot of hills. So up and down the hills, walking around carrying that thing gets old very quickly. And so the 94R is my go-to. And then we also have, I think we have 2 90Rs. We have 2 or 3 90Rs. And that's it. We just have 90Rs and 94Rs, and they're great trimmers. My only complaint about Stihl is, to me, my luck with them is they're good for about a year or two, about a year. They're good for a solid 6 months to a year with 0 issues. But then the carburetor starts getting out of aligned or out of tune, whatever you have to do to whatever verbiage you want to use. It doesn't stay running. The valves get messed up or something. The little things you turn to make the idle speed stay and things like that. So my luck with the trimmers is they get to the point where they don't idle well. They don't you can't just walk around the yard and not pull the trigger. You have to feather the trigger a lot. That might be every brand. I don't know. But I have a set of Echo pole trimmers, pole shear, like hedge trimmers. Bought those my first year in business and have not haven't bought another pair of pole trimmers since then. I haven't. Well, I have bought an attachment. So our 94 and our 91 of each are combi units for the stills. And so I have edger attachments, weed eater attachments, and hedge trimmer attachment. So I do have one other set of pole trimmers if I need them. But our main go-to is an Echo PAS. I have no clue. Zero clue. It's a combi unit, the 2620 maybe. I don't know. But it's a good one. It's kind of a mid-size. It's got good power behind it, but not too much. It is low-key kind of heavy with the trimmers, but it does the job. But where I was going with that is it has no issues at all. I've had to do one thing to it, and I think it was just clean the carburetor. I had it done. I didn't do it myself. But, dude, it starts second pull every time. And I do not take care of this thing the way I should. Like, we beat this thing up. But second pull every time, and it idles like nobody's business. It'll just sit there and idle all day long. And so that's awesome. I love when they idle the way they should, because especially hedge trimmers, I don't want to be having to feather the trigger. I've kind of used to it weed eating now. It's just one of those things that I'm kind of used to. But back to what I said in the beginning of the show, everybody likes equipment that starts on the first or second pull. Employees like equipment that they can not have to feather the whole time. And I'm preaching to the choir here because these are some things that need to be fixed and adjusted. But it's nice to be, it helps team morale when they're not worried about the equipment breaking down or shutting off when they're in the middle of a yard. And so that's something that I deal with. Like, I know how much happier it makes me when I can do it, so I can only imagine how much happier it makes them. And so that is back to, I know I'm all over the place in the beginning of the show, but back to our setup, and then we'll get into that. Our setup is, let's see where we're at. We run BR800s. All of our blowers are BR800s. I just don't see a need to go less than that. I know a lot of people run 600s, but I want 800s for leaf season. And the 800 isn't too heavy to carry around in the summer. It gets the job done faster. So we just rock 800s year round. And then we have still, let's see, MS-170. I think that's what that is, the chainsaw. That is literally one of the best chainsaws I've ever. This is the only chainsaw I've ever bought, but it's one of the best purchases I've ever made. That thing, I don't know, their carburetors are different or something, but it starts second pull every time. It'll idle all day long. I've literally accidentally put diesel fuel in the thing, and you ask how? Yeah, don't ask me. We're not gonna get into that. But long story short, diesel fuel has been poured into that thing. We ran it, saw it was smoking, immediately turned it off, and then changed it out, put 2-cycle back in, and it's running like a champion. So, would not recommend that by any stretch of the imagination, but it has been done. And so it is still running great, which is awesome because it's good to know that we do have some stuff that sticks around and runs well. And so that's the importance of good equipment. It's having these things. So that's kind of our setup as far as the lawn maintenance side of things go. We also bought a mini skid steer this year, which was quite the purchase, but is a big jump for us. But I would never, ever go back to not having it there. So that is an Iron Rhino is what that is. An IR 1000 is the version of that. And so it's similar to a Ditch Witch like 750 or maybe it's a 1000 series, but I don't know. Maybe it's a 750 and it's similar to the Dingo 1000s. I don't know all the exact weight and all that on all those other machines, but this is a good machine. It's been great for us. So the importance of having good equipment, it helps with employees. It helps with team morale, being able to pull something and it run and idle and things like that. But I tell you what, like it is, you have to start running the time of being down, like having downtime versus not having a payment.
This is your invitation to Lawntrepreneur Academy Live 2023 in Novi, Michigan, Saturday, November 11th. The lineup is power-packed. You won't want to miss it. Learn from incredible speakers like Leroy Maines, Keith Kalfas, Caleb and Brittany Allman, Sam Gimble, Weston Zimmerman, and Jeff Joyner, just to name a few. Tickets are on sale now at the early bird registration price of $197. And hurry, because seating is limited to just 300. Now through August 31st, purchase the whole ball of wax and receive a free ticket to LAL 2023, a $200 value. Once you purchase your ticket, you'll be added to our private Facebook group where you can network with other attendees, get access to the discounted hotel room block, and get the inside scoop for the Friday night party, brought to you by Kohler. Thank you to this year's sponsors, Exmark, Sure Track Trailers, Yard Book, and Boss Snowplow for helping to bring this incredible event to life. We can't wait to see you November 11th, Novi, Michigan, at Lawntrepreneur Academy Live 2023. Get your ticket today at lawntrepreneur.academy.com or use the link in the podcast description. Lawntrepreneur Academy Live.
And there's a lot of variations. There's a lot of things in the middle there that could change things up. But you have to look at it at a broad view, at a 10,000-foot view, and just say, like, which one is better for the business, period. And for me, I'm under the opinion of I want to buy the best equipment that I can and pay a little more for it. And so we finance our mowers. John Deere does 0% interest financing for 48, 60 months. I think, I don't even remember. But they have 3-year warranties. And so what we do is we run those mowers hard for 2 years. And after 2 years, we trade those mowers in. And we get our payoff amount, usually maybe a little more. But we always usually make our payoff amount. And then we grab 2 new ones. And we keep those things financed. And so we just roll them over. And we usually, I don't ever have intentions of paying them off unless we switch brands, which I don't think that's going to be happening anytime soon. But we turn those over every 2 years just simply because of warranty's sake. Parts are going to start breaking. Like, they get some serious hours on them by that point. We're coming up on 2 years right now. And the one that I've had for 2 years has about 700 hours, 750 hours. And so we're rocking hours on that thing, and we need to get rid of that pretty soon because I don't feel like fixing stuff. And so the warranty would cover it, still under warranty, but we go back to downtime. And so downtime kills you, especially when you don't have a dealer super close to you. Our dealer is about 40 minutes away right now. They're currently building a new one. Thank God. It's about 20 minutes away. I'm so excited for that. But the importance and like the time of being down versus paying the payment, I am much more of a fan of like, hey, invest the money in the equipment that you know is going to be there and start every single time, because you can't always count on an employee. You can't always count on a lot of different things, but if you can go count on that motor to start when you turn that key and everything operate the way that it should, then to me it's worth a premium. And so that's what we do is we finance ours. And I know 0%, yeah, they just build it into the machine and blah, blah. I get all that. But I'm not, like, it's not as much as what I'd be paying in 5, 6, 7% interest rate on a loan. And so we just leverage that money to invest back into the business. I mean, we could go deplete $15,000 cash on a new mower, or we can pay $225 a month for 5 years or 2 years until we roll them over, and do it that way. And so that's just what we do. It's part of my business model. It's the way that I've started from the beginning. I don't really plan on changing that anytime soon, but that's kind of what we do. And so I know that I'm going to have reliable mowers that are going to work 95% of the time and not break down. And so it's great to have those. I love having the ability to do that and to be able to trade those things out, because being able to do that, keep them fresh, then we just stay efficient, we stay effective, and we're not worrying about a ton of downtime. And so the Iron Rhino we also bought new, and that was one that I financed as well. So we are actually like in a very big growth stage of the business, and we got a lot going on right now. As far as the landscape company and then our new company, Brighter Bins. So the mini skid was a big purchase for us, but it's like I said, it's really one that I can't imagine living without. Like the logistics it saves of not having to go to a rental yard, worry about it being back on time, go get it every day, rent it for a week, and pay $1,000 for a week. Like I just can't imagine doing it any other way now. And the accessibility and efficiency that the thing has created us is just insane. And it's just like, this is a perfect example. Like I know that machine is going to go out there. It's going to start and it's going to run every time I turn that key on. And so you can buy used equipment. Like I don't want this. This is not the show to say you can't buy any used equipment, only buy new, only finance, blah, blah, blah. You need to be smart with your money. Like you need to make the right decision for you and your company. I've bought used equipment. I've bought, we actually just bought a John Deere's HW36A, so a 36-inch walk behind. We bought that back in the spring. I forgot about that. We also have Exmark 30-inch push mower and a 21-inch push mower, which we literally use on one property at this point. But I'm so like tired. I hate push mowing. We're trying to get out of this as much as possible. We'll keep this one client forever, but other than that, we will not be doing push mowing. So I got the 36A used. Actually, I paid like $2,500 for that thing maybe, and it was in very good condition. But certain things, little things were kind of loose and starting to break on it that I didn't realize. And so now that's kind of caused us an issue down the road. But it's been a good machine overall so far. It's cash, paid for, blah, blah, blah. I know that. So there's a lot of good. There's ups, downs, everything in between when it comes to owning good equipment. I think that it can create some really, really good team morale. I think the importance of that is huge in and of itself, is like being able that your guys can be on the same page. They like the equipment that they have. They're happy about it. They like their job. They like their positions. They like everything about the business. And so equipment goes hand in hand with that. You have to have good equipment. It also just goes back to efficiencies. And you have to realize like downtime is time lost. And I know people personally who have bought used equipment and they save some money up front, but they're ending up fixing that thing a week after they bought it, and they've got downtime. They're trying to pull on their mechanic skills, and like, you're not a mechanic. Like, you are a business owner who's trying to produce revenue to create a business, to grow your family, grow your life. Like, your job is not fixing vehicles unless that's your service. That's your business as being a mechanic or a repair shop. But like most of us, that's not the case. We're not mechanics. We're not repair shops. So that's not how we should be spending our time. So you spend money on used equipment, decent amount of money. Like, even used equipment now is hard to find, but you need to just make sure that you're not trying to, you need to vet the used equipment very well. And you're not just trying to save $1. Make sure that you're getting a good piece of equipment, and like, don't be afraid to pull the trigger on something that your business needs. And I've talked about this before in a past couple podcasts, but you just need to make sure that the dollar sign isn't what you're getting hung up on. If your business needs it, if you actually have the work to put this thing through the ringer and produce, then make the jump and do it. That could be the points you're at in business. And so just keep those things in mind. Like, buy good equipment, buy equipment that is going to get the job done for you. It's going to start when you turn the key every single time, and you're not having downtime, because now, like, even downtime. So even if you buy something used, like, but my downtime now with my mowers is like, if my mower goes down, I get it in the truck, get it to the dealer, and I drop it off. And if it's going to take more than 24 hours for them to look at it or get to it, then they're sending me away with a demo unit, and I'm back to work. And so you're out an hour and a half of your day, 2 hours of your day, as opposed to 6 hours of your day trying to wrench on equipment, or up till midnight that night at the house trying to figure out what's wrong with the equipment. And then the next day, if you can't get it fixed, then you're just like out. And so you just gotta remember those things when you are looking at equipment and trying to make that final decision of, should I pay a little more, get new? Should I save a little bit and get used? There's a lot of good to both of them. I truly believe that, like, there is a place for used equipment. You can do good with it. Like I said, I've bought used, and it has served the purpose. We don't do enough small yard mowing to justify me getting some $6,000, $7,000, $8,000 stand on or walk behind unit. And really, like, it would be I would love to have a stand-on unit, but it's just not, it's not what my business needs. And so we just got to realize that, like, do what works for us in our business. You do what works for you in your business, and make sure you're just, at the end of the day, trying to get the best equipment that you can afford at the time. And there's a lot that goes into it, but just try to get the little things in your business right. The little things like equipment, the little things like, I mean, there's too much to even recall. I mean, sit here and like bullet point them out, but there's so many areas of business that if you just get those things in order, it'll run so much more smoothly. Getting a route in order, getting a CRM in place, getting automated billing in place, like getting cards on file stored, just little things like that you do little things over and over and over again, they compound, and then you have a lot of really, really good things happening for you in your business. And so it's all right if you're going through a downtime, if you're going through some challenges. Maybe you're the one that I'm talking about that has bought the equipment, and you bought used to save some money, and now it's biting you in the butt. You never know who that is or who is out there that's going through that. So just keep that in mind when you're posting on your stories and things. Think about the other people that are out there. Help them if you can. Help them if you can. Maybe give some insight or something on if they're buying a piece of equipment, they're asking questions, then you be a help to them, be a guiding light in their business. And so that's what we're trying to do here at the podcast. We couldn't do it without you all tuning in and listening. We couldn't do it without you sharing the show. So continue to share the show so we can grow the community one relationship at a time. Leave us a big 5-star rating and review if you would. Those mean the world to us. If you're going to Equip, can't wait to see you there. If you have early bird registration ends September the 7th, so you have a couple more weeks, but you need to go ahead and get your ticket and get literally half off. Get in for half off, $12.50, and you just use code GG50 to get that discount. If you've been in the Instagram, your DM chat where the people that you DM and then the people you follow, like up at the top now, their new feature that you can like post a thing for 24 hours. The code wars are going crazy at the top. You got Almond, Pajak, Mitchell Gordy, Paul Jameson, and Blake Albertson, and myself, all going back and forth about whose code to use, and just all in good fun. But I love seeing the healthy competition and just going back and forth, trying to just have a good time with each other, build each other up, and get everybody to save some money at the end of the day. Like literally, save yourself money. Why would you pay full price when you can just put in 2 letters, 2 numbers, GG50, and save 50%? So, without any further ado, that's going to wrap this episode up. I hope you enjoyed it, guys. I hope it helped you out today. It's nothing crazy, nothing super wild or anything like that. We hope to get back to some guest interviews, get some good guests lined up here moving forward now that we're kind of coming to the downhill stretch of this project that we've been on. Finally, maybe do a debrief show on that next week. But it's just been a wild one. And you can hear my yawn in that. That's just me being straight tired from this last 2 weeks of life. It's been crazy, but we made it through, and hopefully we made it through. If you're listening to this on Friday, hopefully I'm still alive and finishing the project today. So anyway, without any further ado, guys, that's going to wrap this episode up. Thanks for tuning in, and we look forward to catching up with everybody here on the next one.
Thanks for tuning in to the Growing Green podcast. It is an honor to have you listening, and we hope you receive valuable advice to help take your business to the next level. Don't forget to follow the podcast so you'll be notified when our next episode drops.